Welcome all you +2 comedy modifiers back to the stream. Welcome back to roachprofits.net, a very strange ARG where these 8 cockroaches can see the future. So what we know so far is we have these 8 cockroaches that apparently own this website that offer fortunes. And they're somehow tapped into a character known as Graham Kane. Graham Kane is a woman who created a television show that ran 6 episodes before getting canceled. That was about cave diving and like it was about friendship and spelunking. I don't think that's what it was called, but I think it was about friendship and spelunking. Through going through this website. It was very stay doomed. We found various things like their 404 page is this very strange picture of Graham Kane. Very, very strange. There's a few things that we've found hidden throughout here that we need to go through and check out. But it seems to me the main story is this. We found a story written by, or a paper written by, I believe, a 6th grader named Ari, who wrote about Graham Kane. Ari, I assume it's a he, knew about Graham Kane through his grandmother, who knew Graham. They actually went to school together. And his grandmother, or aunt maybe, Rosemary, told him about Graham Kane. Graham was in possibly a relationship with this woman, Barbara, who is now a lesbian, and living with her married partner, Elaine. But they kind of created this show together. Now, meanwhile, during all of this, we are getting these posts, not this, from the intern. The intern has been saying a few very interesting things. They have mentioned in the past that they write these very strange journals. In the journals, they have mentioned that they saw this show on YouTube and they want other people to see it, but it keeps getting taken down. There's also this mention of, let me see if I can pull it back up here. One of the journals mentions instinctual writing. I hate this paper. I don't know if I mentioned this. But like you can see that sometimes the handwriting is very neat, and at other times it's a little bit like all over the place. It's implying that this person has been doing instinctual writing, where you hold a pen in your non-dominant hand and allow a spirit to just kind of move it around. It seems like the spirit of Graham Kane is writing and now working through this intern. The intern's also making music. And if we listen to the music has some themes relating to Graham Kane's life, including one where they... there goes my focus. Come back. Oh. Including the sound of a train. And a train saying we cannot continue because there's debris on the tracks. Graham Kane committed suicide by jumping in front of a train. So there's this weird connection between this intern character and we don't know what's going on with these cockroaches. So I've done a little bit of outside research, which I know is forbidden, but it was taking me a while. I decided I was going to retrieve as many of these fortunes as possible to see if there's any trends. It seems like this. Let me get back to the staff. It seems like every cockroach, who all have different names, they kind of have their own little flavor of the type of fortunes they give. It seems like section. I don't think I've ever gotten an oxygen fortune, but we'll get a few fortunes just to try it out. But section tends to question reality, question what is happening is real. Neptune's very hard to read and is kind of like shittery. Quiver is very almost like suicidal and very like self-doubt. Gale is very body horror. Banquo's all over the place. Beatrice seems to be more sickness. It's a lot of things about like eating and disease. And Nineball only seems to say it's okay. So I'll show you what I'm thinking about here. So you need to eat less. Let's get another fortune. Death might be painful. I think you're supposed to ask it a question. So, will we make a huge discovery today on Roach Prophets? You will cut someone's throat soon. Who is that? That's Banquo. Banquo, I think, is murder, and Gale is more violence. Like harm rather than death. Your relationship with God and belief is not ideal. That's a fortune. You'll never feel any better than you do right now. This is what I'm talking about, that kind of like self-doubt type fortunes. This is all hallucination. Again, questioning reality. You will vape. That's clearly a V. I have the theory that most of these are written in a porcelain tub. Like, if you look here, I think this is where most of them are being written, except for Gale, which seems to be written on a wall. Alone is ideal. I feel like this is the first one I've gotten from Oxygen. Like, yeah, look how, like, the paint is kind of chipping in wherever they are. Check for lumps. Again, you missed it. Again, disease. This one's about disease. You cut someone's throat soon. Maybe it's like crime is his. Wanting to kill yourself is weak, and the only suitable punishment is suicide. Again, that kind of suicidal feeling from this roach. There will be traces of feces in your next meal. Again, disease. So I think that's kind of like they all have their own kind of flavor. Check for lumps. You'll have to cut off a finger soon. Yeah, it's kind of like self-harm. It's kind of like body horror. Like something horrible happening to you is kind of Gale's feel. There was a spelling error, right? Suitable or something? Maybe. I don't know. I've been going through these pretty quick. Consider mortality is you're wrong. Consider mortality is, this looks like the word Y-O-U, but I don't know. M-R. Yeah, he's very hard to read, this particular one. Consider if anything you hear, smell, taste, touch, or know is and always has been false. So again, is your morality wrong? Okay, that makes sense. So these are the weird things that these roaches say. You have cancer. Again, disease. So each one kind of has their own kind of deal. I guess, what is his name? Is this Banquo? Banquo, yeah. Banquo is kind of like losing control. It's about committing something you don't want to commit. That's kind of his deal. Are you wrong? Maybe his is about like duality. That's why it's like blurry. It's because it's multiple realities on top of each other. Perhaps. Yeah, I know. You already told me that. What happens when we die? Yeah, maybe his is more of like the unknown, the fear of the unknown, the unclear reality. You'll lose your mind! This seems to be written somewhere else, too. This seems to be a different surface than usual. It looks like a mirror again. And sometimes just counting to 8, even though this is done very strangely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because there are 8 prophets. They are called the octagon together. So, all right. So we've received a lot of these. God, can you hear me? We've received a bunch of these. I want to also show you something else. There will be blood in your mouth. Again, that kind of body horror thing. A new video came out on Friday that I have not had a chance to look at. And I really wanted to look at it, so that's why we're doing this today, so we can take a look at this video. We've already broken down this video. I will say, we'll watch this one again, because I've realized the audio over top of it is The Shining. Turn this down a little bit for you guys. Yeah. If you want to see this one broken down, it's in the previous episode.
Wenn Sie Ihre Eltern nicht kritisieren dürfen, sind Sie seit der Kindheit in einer emotionalen mit Ihren ganzen verdrängten Gefühlen. Und der einzige Grund, dass diese Frage ist, die man Sie misshandelt.
Right there. You can hear Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall right there. What are you ever talking about? Have you ever thought about my responsibility to my employees? So there's a little bit of The Shining in here. We have a lot of Shakespeare references here, and now we're having some Stephen King. And while we're here, let's double check. No one's responded to me yet. All right, let's check out the newest video. So, as always, we'll watch it all the way through. I'll pause for text, but we won't do a full breakdown until we watch it all the way once. Hello! We are the Octagon. Enjoy! Again, he's the only one that uses the exclamation point. He's separate. And he's the only one that's positive and tells you it's okay. Which I find very interesting.
The most distressing time ever was for
Lisa, I must have.
Oh my God, so much is already going on.
That you wouldn't have made it, you couldn't have convinced me.
You tried to kill yourself.
See, I've faced this before. To try to get help. This is what startles me about myself. I've heard a psychiatrist say to my parents, you never have to worry, she is the last person in the world who would commit suicide. And I believed it because I knew it down deep I was. I am scared, mortified to death. Of death.
Well, what happened to the other night when you took all those pills?
Well,
What were you thinking?
it just beats me. It came so easily. And see, I've tried this, you know, to see it. I'm not really wanting to do it. It's not me at all. It's just playing around. It's, well, you want to, but you don't have it in you. It's just, but I want you to know the other night, I mean, I was drunk, just down. And it was easy. It didn't scare me at all. How did I reach that point?
You were just wishing to die, were you?
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Oh my God, I didn't have my other headphone in. I didn't hear any of that because I didn't have my headphone in. I'm sorry, but we gotta listen to that again. Alright, I'm gonna take my other headphone out so I can listen to this a little clearer.
The most distressing time ever was for
Lisa, I must have because I did something to myself the other night that you wouldn't have made me, you couldn't have convinced me.
You tried to kill yourself.
See, I've faced this before. To try to get help. This is what startles me about myself. I've heard a psychiatrist say to my parents, you never have to worry, she is the last person in the world who would commit suicide. And I believed it because I knew it down deep I was. I live scared, mortified to death. Death.
Well, what happened to you the other night when you took all those pills?
Well,
What were you thinking?
I almost think it's a Larry Canning interview. If you like really listen. Yeah, it's only in the one speaker, and I usually only put one headphone in. I totally missed everything that was being said. But I think it's a Larry King interview. If you really listen, it sounds like Larry King's asking questions.
it just beats me. It came so easily. And see, I've tried this, you ought to see it. I'm not really wanting to do it. It's not me at all. It's just playing around. It's, well, you want to, but you don't have it in you. It's just, but I want you to know the other night, I mean, I was just down. And it was easy. It didn't scare me at all. How did I reach that point?
I mean, you were just wishing to die, were you?
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Ooh. Whew. Lot of stuff there. So let's go through it frame by frame. It does seem to be heavily on themes of self-harm and suicide because it does appear, because that's what happened to Graham Kane. It's my theory that basically they are channeling the memories of Graham Kane. And that's what we're getting through here. I saw pictures of Graham a few times throughout this. But we just need to get through this to the goofy bit. And then we'll just... Oh, there's so much stuff already. Go back here. But we don't have to listen to it this time, at least. So it's upside down. This is the interview we're hearing, I think. This is what I think we're hearing. I'm not sure what N579 is. We'll look for that. I saw the words myth a few times, but it looks like it's cycling through toys upside down here in this corner. I should point with my mouse so you can see where I'm trying to point. And then I think it does the same thing over here. I don't know, that could be a code. Oops, I hit the wrong button. There we go. It's like, and then fire truck, F, and then a bear, that would be B. Oh, now they're like linked over each other. This appears to be the same image here, just smaller and right side up. Yeah, Larry King's done a lot of interviews. Don't know what that is coming in here. Is that? No!
Listen, I must have.
I think I've recognized, like, one of the toys appears to be a Hanna-Barbera character. Like, the way the eyes looked very Jetson Flintstone-y. There's words here, but they're mirrored. It's AQESC something. It's not really clear enough to make out. And here's Graham. Graham's kind of coming into view here. Right, then it looks like it becomes... Yeah, there's myth. It says myth over and over again coming up. That looks like a 1. Oh, I think there's more Shakespeare. Come forth from the womb and expire. Move in the shadows once to the log. Pain is a shadow. The shadow of my... What do you think that is? Come forth from the womb and expire. Let's look up that line. Come forth from the womb and expire. That's from the Bible? Job 3:11 says, "Come forth from the womb and expire." Move in the shadows once. Pain is a shadow. Alright, sure. Let me just... I'm going to... Pain is a shadow. Alright. Maddox, I'll put you in charge of this then. Because this looks like a play. Because I'm assuming these are each characters. C-M-B-A-M-A... Like, I'm guessing A is a character, B is a character. This is often done in, like, huge anthologies of works. Like, if you buy, like, the complete works of William Shakespeare, they'll shorten the character name so much just because it's so much text. Alright, I'm just giving you a fair chance to kind of look at this, and then I'm going to move on. Why did I die at birth? Come forth from the womb. I think it's Job. I think that makes the most sense to me. Something in madness. Heartbreak around something. And then we got a little animation, it looks like. Why did that happen? Oh, this is so I can move this. Okay. No, stop it. Because there's something sliding across the screen, and I wanted to get all those boxes. Alright. So the animation. Don't know what that is that kind of slides in and interrupts. And then there's something sliding across here. Then this pops up. Oh, this is a distorted picture of Graham. I've seen this picture before, where the face is real big. Then it blurs out, and you can kind of see Graham's outline here. This appears to also be reversed of some sort. There appears to be some sort of code message here that's backwards. A lot of this seems to be flipped. Got all those tiny pictures. This is the same video, it's just got distorted. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Validate me, witness me, see me, love me. My final submission, my final defeat. The chicken's still dancing, the chicken won't stop. No one speak, I think it says there. Witness me! Validate me, witness me, see me, love me. Validate me, witness me, see me, love me. Sarah Kane? What is this? In honor of the brilliant English playwright Sarah Kane. Huh. So this is... Who the heck is Sarah Kane? So this is a bot that's just posting quotes from Sarah Kane. But who's Sarah Kane? An English playwright and screenwriter. Huh. So, I know Graham Kane in the story is from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, so they're probably not actually related, but it is very suspicious that another Kane has kind of popped up, who's writing like performance and is a real person in this reality, you know. That's also suspicious. And then meanwhile, completely reversed and upside down, we have whatever this is. Let's do this the easy way. Why won't it flip me around? Just be helpful. Died via suicide. That is quite interesting. Transform. Flip vertically, please. Isabel Clump. What will be left of me when I am gone? A pile of references to other people's work. I must be more than just a conglomerate of art. A conglomerate of art. I can seal with, right? I must be. Isabella Clump. Isabella. What else can I do? All right. Why do I get Lucille Ball? No, I don't think it's Sarah Kane being interviewed. Why is this coming up with Lucille Ball when I look up Isabella Clump? Did I spell it wrong or something? No. Let me look up the quote, maybe? What will be left of me when I'm gone? A pile of references to other people's work. What will be left of me when I am gone? A pile of references to other people's work. A pile of references to other people's work. That sounds like criticism on us Let's Players. I don't have anything coming up for that quote. That's interesting. All right, let's continue. That appears to be some sort of Star Trek board game. Yeah, this is more... That's the same quote. It seems like it's important, but I don't know where it comes from. Lots of toys. Myth, 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 myth. Is there 8 of them? One for each member of the Octagon. It's getting real glitchy. It's trying to become something else. Fire truck. Smurf! There's an image of Graham and an image of that bear again. There's the distorted picture. There's the Muppets of Scooter. There's my boy Scooter, my favorite Muppet Scooter. Raggedy Ann, a frog, Pillsbury Doughboy, bear, fire truck, apple, Yogi Bear. Maybe that was the character I saw. That was like, that's Hanna-Barbera. Star Trek, elephant. Oh, I don't like when it gets all dark. Ooh. Looks like she formed, like, this looks like a woman now. Like, we have, like, a hair and a face. Maybe it is the same woman, it's just super distorted, but... Continues in that corner. This is the same quote to someone else's work. Creepy, 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 creepy images. It's a girl from The Ring. She's hanging out right here. What do we got here? Snip, please. No. I needed a new one. New project. Image, flip it, please. Flip that vertically. Boom. Cut out my tongue! What do you see? Tear out my hair. Cut off my limbs. But leave me my love. I would rather have lost my legs, pulled out my teeth, gouged out my eyes, than lost my love. You have no choice. The choice comes after. Cut out my tongue, tear out my hair, cut off my limbs, but leave me my love. All right. Let me just get cut off my limbs, but leave me my limbs. Cut off my limbs, but leave me my love. I'm wondering if each of the Oracle members... Alright, so this is another Sarah Kane quote. Interesting. I wonder if each of the cockroaches represent a different kind of like part of her, of Graham, because this has been very heavy on like self-harm, mutilation, which is very Gale in terms of these Roach prophets. All right, we're we need to get through the rest of this. I think this is a clown in the background here. Much more images. Myth, 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 myth. Why did I not die in the womb? Come forth from the womb and expire. Move in the shadows, once in fog. Pain is a shadow. Move in the shadows, once in fog. Pain is a shadow. Nothing. Nothing. All right. Once in a fog. Sorry. It just pops up immediately. I don't know where that's coming from. Seems real important. Star Trek. More goofiness. More distortion. Troll doll. Smurf. Bear. Muppets. Frog. Elephant. Just. Oh, that's that quote again. It's the same quote that keeps popping up. Is there anything on Sarah Kane's childhood? We keep getting references to her and the old toys. That's a good point. I'm gonna try to get through the video, but that is definitely something to look for. I will put that as a lead. So Sarah Kane childhood. Question mark. Music. Sylvester! Ooh, what do we got here? Something terrifying here. Pillsbury Doughboy, Apple, Yogi, Sarah Kane again. Or not Sarah, Graham Kane. Peter Pan. Sylvester. Ooh. Will anyone come looking? Isabella Clump. Really wish I knew who Isabella Clump was. Frog. Peter Pan. We're almost halfway through this. Distortion. Okay, this is coming in a bit clearer now. This appears to be like a drawing of a house. Like a painting, like a child's painting of a house. This has kind of been fading in the whole time. Toys, negatives of the toys, negative of the toys. Wonder, is this always in the same order? That may be a thing we should have paid attention to. an interesting one. That was Isabel Clump again, right? Yep. Isabella Clump. Apple. Raggedy Ann Troll. Yeah, the toys seem to appear in a random order. It'd be great if there was an order to them. I think there might be an importance to it, but I don't know. I feel like Fire Truck Bear is something I've seen many times. Frog, Sylvester, Apple, something. Should be Raggedy Ann next. No. All right, they're not. Wait, there's Troll. No. Isabella Clump again. Ooh, I think that's the painting, like the full version of that painting that keeps kind of folding in. Terrifying. A hysterical is a person to whom things happen occasionally. A thing to whom persons happen. Childhood images, so takes a dark turn somehow. All right, I like that interpretation. That like the childhood things. Oh, we could see the whole thing. The childhood things turn dark. I like that. A hysteric is a person to whom things happen, and obsessional. Oh, these are different. Okay, so a hysteric is a person to whom things happen, and an obsessional is a thing to whom persons happen. All right. There's that line again. Everything's dark. Creepy Apple. Yogi Bear. I believe that is a picture of a young Graham Kane. We did get that before. Oh dear, what happened to your arm? I cut it. That's very immature, attention-seeking thing to do. Did it give you relief? No. Ugh. Alright, so I think this is more... So perhaps the interview is not with Graham Kane, but is not with Sarah Kane, but Sarah Kane's sister? Because the person talking is saying things like, I never expected she would commit suicide. Like a shadow, I am and I am not. Mom, am I still young? Can I dream for a few months more? That's a weird one. So we got a minute of this to get through here, so I'm going to try to speed this up. There was others. That's the house. That's the house that keeps coming in. So it's not a painting. It's a dollhouse. Frog. Apple. Yogi. I feel like we've seen Apple Yogi many times. There's Graham again. Just for a moment, Graham disappears. That's the "Am I still young" quote again. Myth, 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 myth. Whoa. That's Isabella Clump again breaking through. Isabella Clump. This is looking very mouse-like all of a sudden in the background. There's just so much going on, but like there's not a like so much is going on, but I don't have a direction. Like I don't know where I'm supposed to go with these things that I'm finding. See that you can see here more clearly that it's a distorted image of Graham. The key to the interview might be figuring out what this says. You seen that quote before? Oh, finally another name. Montana Ball. Is the goat telling the story or the sacrificer? I don't think sacrificer is a word. Montana Ball. Is the goat telling the story or the sacrificer? Again, nothing. My new theory is this is coming from the show that Graham made. I think these are bits of the script that Graham made. This is the script that Graham wrote and became that show that we can't find. Could be a transcript of an interview too, I guess. But since both Isabella Klump and Montana Ball both have 0 search results, it makes me think it's part of this fictional show. We go. Apple, elephant, troll. Oh, yeah, that's part of that quote again. I saw something for a second. I don't know who this is. I think it's not mirrored for, like, in this frame for the first time. I think it's not mirrored. Yeah, the yogi thing is kind of like over top of all of this. Ah, myth. What was that? Nothing. Myth. Winter of something, scene 1. I think that might be the name of the show. Cut out my tongue. We have all that before. Peter Pan. Just throwing so much at us. Is this a different quote? No, this is Isabella Klump is saying that quote again. Yeah. Will anyone come looking for us? I think, yeah, because they end up going cave diving. And it would make sense that a character's like, will someone come and find us now that we're lost in this cave? I think this is making sense. By trying to make one coincide with the other, he makes a parentally understanding. Oh no, he makes a parentally unsatisfying turning maneuver and never succeeds in closing the loop. Alright. That. Stop. There was so much we just passed. That. Just go through this real quickly. Go back through. Will anyone come looking? Alright. Renally, yeah. Alright, I think... Oh, Star Trek again. That's going to be too hard to break down what that says. Oh, now we can see it. By trying to make one... Yeah, okay, so it's the same thing, but it's got to mean something that things keep getting reversed and flipped and mirrored. Winter of Infection, Season 1, Episode 1. I'm pretty sure Winter of Infection is the name of the show. There's Graham again. Oh dear, what? Myth. Creepy. There's the counting to 8. That's the sign of the octagon of the prophets themselves. Whoa, that was very Five Nights the way that apple looked there. Oh, okay. Film. Oh, this is what. Yes, this is what you were talking about. Some sort of film archive. So something's being shown upside down. But it's... I was about to say, I think it's just a still because I don't see this timer moving. Nah, it's moving. More Graham. More gobbledygook. More of this woman being interviewed. Whoop. Winter of Infection. More Winter of Infection script. Yeah, N579. Also, film is apparently an acronym for something based off of the periods. More of that. Like a shadow, I am and am not. Again. Yogi Bear. Am I still young? Can I dream? More distorted images of Graham. More of that Isabel Klump tweet. That's the frog toy. It's Graham's picture again. Is there anything else in this? Muppets, quotes. I think we might have gotten everything out of this. That kind of looked like a maze, but we're still young. Where's Bill Clump? All right. There's the Pillsbury Doughboy again. Yeah, that's the only quote that I'm like not quite sure where it fits in about closing the loop. And you saw kind of a wipe transition there. Can we get anything else out of this? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I can't go super overtime today, so I'm going to go overtime as I already have, but what was that? More of the Isabel. Come on. Here comes the bear eating that baby, which I didn't even mention the picture of a baby. There's a picture of a baby. I don't think sacrificer is a word. Oh yeah, the hysteric. Yeah, this see that kind of like wipe transition that keeps being used? I think that's interesting. All right. Come on. Get past this. We're almost done. I'm just afraid something's going to be at like the very end. The one who does the sacrificing. A sacrificer.
Beautiful.
That's an interesting image. I wonder if that's also Graham. Maybe as a baby. Maybe little baby Graham. And that's it. Alright, cool. So the only other thing I want to spend some time with. So I think what we got out of that is we got a few things from the show that Graham made. In terms of solving this mystery, we still have some of the archives to go through. We have not gone through everything. And I wanted to talk about this weird thing I found in the FAQ.
Go jelly fishing with my two best friends, SpongeBob and
Is something playing right now?
right. But I can't.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I left YouTube on. There, it's gone. The two. I thought we found. I think we did find that. This is the thing I want to talk about. I kind of ignored this. I'm gonna send it to you guys. CVOMAKPMVUIKPMV. If you guys want to take a look at that. I actually wanted to copy that down, not in caps. Because we're going to not prawn this. PVUIKPMV. V is used a lot in that. Oops, I forgot a V here. CVOMAKPMP MV UIKPMV. Copy. And I'll send that to you guys again because that one's definitely correct. Is that just a website? No, that gives me a 404. Let's just go to decode and try a shift cipher. on that? Simple rot or simple shift. Why are you adding numbers? Scheme matching. I guess that's the closest to something that makes sense. Look through the other ones. Nothing else seems to make sense. The first one is German. What do you mean? Can you expand upon that? Oh. Okay. Let's try that. Translate. I didn't mean to put this in the softball, but whatever. Undo. Huh. Thank you so much for catching that, Medic. Undo. Yeah, that's a huge find though. Like that's a solve. We got a solve today. So it says undo down here for some reason. In the FAQ, undo in German. And what was the shift on that? What was the rot? 8? So rot 8 for a German undo. 8. Of course it's 8. Of course it's 8. Everything is 8. Everything. Everything is 8. Inspecting's a bit shite with this because it's a Squarespace site. I'll show that to you really quick. Yeah, this is all Squarespace nonsense. This is Squarespace. I did find this. I don't know what the hell Iris Ferret 6 pounds is about, but... yeah, so it's kind of hard to go through this like we do with Napron. Burger. I'm glad I'm looking at it now. Burger. Burger. I'm actually very hungry today. Burger. Let's go ahead and add that to the notes. This stuff here, I'm going to keep it, but that was translated from the second video, which was French. Of course a rot 8, because it's the octagon. Of course. This is going to end with me going to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and getting into the octagon and having a UFC fight with somebody. That's what I think the end of this is going to be. You want me to hit Control-Z on this page? I mean, I'll try it. I doubt anything will happen. I'm going to look at the 2 real quick, too. Control-Z. Nothing. Yeah, that's why I'm growing my hair out. I know I've looked at this already, but I'm going to go back in because I don't quite recall what this was. Oh, look at this. What do you... it's just a weird question. Undoing with isolation I can't choose. Well, I'm going to choose undoing. I'm going to choose undoing. Submit. Thank you. And I've submitted these before, and like I don't think they're actually like logged in my cookies or anything like that. Very, very, very interesting day. There's something there. Oh, we've clicked the thin white line before. This is another... It takes us to IKM. And this is a lot of very upsetting questions. I will check. Yep, there it is. I'm hitting Control Z. Nothing is happening. You know what, though? This is an image, right? Let me just check this out real quick. Control F, PNG. Oh, okay, so here it is, and then there's an 8, so there's actually a better clue right here to use a Rod 8 cipher. But if you want to just look at the image, I can do that too. I can grab this URL. That's interesting. It's interesting size. All right, so I think the undo is a big solve that we just got. Like that I don't know what to do with that, but apparently undo is the thing to do. So maybe, perhaps. Y'all hear that dog? Just heard a dog like very close by. Perhaps the thing to do is each page there is a clue to on each page there's a clue like this one and a hidden link like this one, and we go to that link and use the clue to answer it that way. I know we've already been to Bethlehem. Bethlehem just gives us the story of Graham Kane. If you guys want to check any of this stuff out, you can, by all means. Go to roachprophets.net and have a look for yourself. I have to wrap up the show. This seems to be a lie. Reaching out to them. I don't want to lie and say I'm a cockroach. But I'm going to try reaching out to them. Why on the FAQ page is there a ROT 8 cipher that says undo in German? This way, just maybe it... Like, watch, when I send this to them, it's going to say it doesn't matter. Thank you. We will not respond, but we will probably read your message. Maybe that'll just at least let them know that someone solved it. Are the roaches trying to undo all the misery that has come up in the videos with the website? Perhaps. The alternative undoing is isolation. I mean, suicide is kind of like undoing birth. That's an idea. I would say that they want to undo the suicide of Graham Kane. That's my thought, is they're trying to fix what had happened. But I think we had a lot of good theories here today. I'm glad we took the time to do this one and look at this again. We'll probably look at this again on Friday because there's still a lot of stuff we got to go through in the archives. We did not finish the archives. It's a lot of posts, and I wanted to spend time on the video. The form actually does something. It submits to... Oh, interesting. So that's... I was wondering what... I'm going to click this link. Click this link right now. Did not mean to open this in Google like this, but oh well. Oh, okay, so this is just another look for... Interesting. for Squarespace. I guess this is just how Squarespace looks. That's fine. So they do collect it. So I did let them know. So maybe they will. Oh, there's one last thing we do have to do. And then we can end the stream. But we did not check. Let me go here. Let me get back to their YouTube page. Yeah, for some reason the third video is not up on their website yet. We did not check comments and descriptions for that video. So let's do that to finish up looking at this video. Ooh, I have notifications. Meow. All right, so there's nothing here. I will leave a comment just to get people talking. Who is Isabella Clump? Is she a character from Grams? I spell Graham. There's like a weird H in it out of nowhere. Grams. How do I spell Graham Kane? Because I know it's spelled freaking weird. I want to make sure I get this right. So, in a previous episode, we talked about how we found this class project. It's Graham. Duh. Graham Kane's show. Just leave a little comments. Just trying to find other people that are playing. See if we can start a conversation. See if they want to join the crew as we continue to search this. There's a lot to be found here. What I've been doing is just on my spare time, I get another fortune just to see if there's like a super rare image that we're just looking for. I've been doing that. I try not to do any like deep dive searching. And then, of course, I rewatch my own videos. This has been the third episode of RoachProfits.net. So be sure to subscribe to Plus 2 Comedy Gaming so you can catch up on all my past live streams. And also be sure to join me here on Plus 2 Comedy on Twitch. I'm streaming every weekday at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Though tomorrow I will be on Patreon with the Not Prawn Riddle. And then a bonus Patreon Not Prawn Riddle on Wednesday. And also, the big announcement, we finally hit 400 subscribers. So we'll be doing a very special new series in the mornings starting next week. I'm going to be doing Unearth You at like 7 a.m. It's going to be like a daily ritual to kind of better our lives and clear our mind. So be sure to join me for that as well. It'll be something special. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you all next time. Where's the button?